Trump is dangerous, but what your Supreme Court is doing in robes may be worse. I am John Marshall, first great Chief Justice of the United States. I helped build this court from nothing. And now, having just come back for a look, I barely recognize it. We wrote a constitution to bind power. We gave the judiciary independence so it could say no to presidents, to mobs, to Congress when they trampled that charter. That was the point of Marbury versus Madison. No one, not even a president, stands above the law. Yet I look at your Supreme Court and I see men and women who have taken that power and used it to betray the very documents they pretend to defend. They strip away rights once recognized, then call it originalism. They take gifts and trips from billionaires, then rule in their favor and call it ethics. They shield a lawless president again and again on a secret emergency docket with no arguments, no reasons, no courage, and call it procedure. And do not tell me this happened by accident. For years, an insidious network, the so-called think tanks and outfits like the Heritage Foundation, has groomed, funded, and fed this court a pipeline of partisan judges and ready-made rulings, turning the third branch into a project, not a guardian. Your Chief Justice issues a year-end report wrapped in pictures of Independence Hall and Thomas Paine like a child's textbook, platitudes about duty, pep talks about oaths. There is not one honest word about a president openly defying court orders, not one about judges doxxed and threatened, forced to live under guard, not one about a court that quietly changes the law for Donald Trump one paragraph at a time, not one about justices who cash in their office while preaching virtue, or about the right-wing machine outside the courthouse scripting its every move. This is not merely weak, it is corrupt. The founders did not fight a king just to hand his powers to 9 unaccountable monarchs in black robes. We did not write the Constitution so a captured court could place the presidency above law, above Congress, above the people, and then hide behind flags and statues of the men who would have condemned them. I am not impressed by their Latin or their citations. I am disgusted by their cowardice. A Supreme Court that refuses to confront a president's lawlessness, that lets itself be staffed and steered by private factions, that protects its own privilege while democracy burns, that uses shadows and statistics to conceal what it is doing. That court is not guarding your Constitution. It is helping to bury it. You still invoke my name when you teach what a judiciary is meant to be. Look at this Supreme Court, look at the founding documents they swore to uphold, and ask yourself, is this the house John Marshall built, or the betrayal I warned you was always possible?